Hiya folks, I've just done a bit of a garden update. I don't think you can hear that, but it's raining outside. I've got the back door open, but it's positively cats and dogs. I've done a bit of garden update. I made a couple of things. I know. Water for pots. This is irrigation pipe that's got holes in it, and it just feeds by gravity. And it'll just over a litre of water. Stuck that in some of my pots, and what it does, it just bleeds through over a several hour period. So it might work with normal hose pipe, just with small holes. All I did was hot glue conduit around there, and I stuck it into the pot up to there and fill it up with a couple of wire ties on a cane or a stick. But I've got a question. I know it's about gardening. I've been playing about with that microscope idea. I'm on my third iPhone model. This one's fully adjustable. But I found exact optical distance, best optical distance, and I've made this one. Now this is just a prototype, because I've since changed. I made this today and I've since changed my mind. I want to make it so I can fit something like this in. That's quite a large one, but you can get the smaller ones, and you can fit that in, and you could put a bug in it or whatever, and you can also look at it, the correct optical distance without squishing the bug. Without squishing the bug. Now, obviously this, now I've got it so I can put a slide in, which this slide just folds. But the question is, if you could buy that, how much would you pay for it? Not particularly that one, because I said it's evolved slightly now. I can do it in plastic, and I've not manufactured these myself, but cheapest I could probably do them at the minute would be about $15. But you'd get a couple of slides like that, a bug box, your thing with your lens mounted at the optimum distance, so that it just fits on any camera. Now there's options on fitting it on a camera. It'd be a clip, which could be a closed peg, which would make it cheaper. So I'm trying to keep price down, or I could put some tabs on it so you could so it could have an elastic band on it. But you've seen how good it is. I'm looking at better lenses, see if I can find some stronger lenses. But if I were to do them, before I'd even break even on lenses, I'd have to sell 35 or 30, I think. 30. Well, not just on lenses, on materials. I'd have to sell 30, 35 to break even. But it'd be worth doing. If anybody's got a shop and I did the actual complete finished model, would you be interested in putting it on your online shop? Let me know. But anyway, I'll get on with garden. My tomatoes. Look, check your beetles. Check your potatoes. Colorado beetle. No, I went wrong camera. Colorado beetle. Pull them off my potatoes about just before it started raining and thundering. But it's nice to be nice, and I'll get on with it. These guys could be a problem. Just spotted a few on my potatoes. Colorado beetles, or potato beetle. I'm just going to collect them up in this little cup and dispose of them. So I found 7. 3 pairs meeting and 1 on his own. Well worth picking off. I'm just stood here. I come to look at these black currants. We're going to pick these later with the kids. I don't know if they're going to be jam or syrup. There's quite a few on there, and some up front as well. Kohlrabi's doing well. That's as big as my fist now. So is that one over there. We've eaten one. That Swiss chard picked up. Slugs didn't completely take out. Red chard. And this stuff's coming on now. I've had some problems in this bed. I've got, as well as Colorado beetles, I've got mole crickets, which dig through and they eat all roots off of stuff. I've done a load of these calceonians in, and some other stuff. I didn't realise until I put my finger down all, plants were dying off, I put my finger down all and there were a tunnel underneath it. And I know I killed one the other day. A mole cricket. I'll try and put a picture up of that if you've never seen one. I did catch one, do a video before. This Celorex doing well. What we'll do is we'll harvest out at the middle of that so it gives others more space, as well as pak choi's doing great now. Been eating that. Recipes for pak choi, please. Cucumbers are being watered, they're picking up. If you notice, I've got some marigolds here as well. This is a very cunning plant. Not only do they bring pollinators, but they bring wives with watering cans. She's attracted by the pretty colours of the flowers, and when she has a watering can in her hand, she will come down and water. But that one's doing alright. I've actually got some more stalks which I'm going to try and do that graft with onto pumpkin. I'll show you pumpkin bases. These are the pumpkins which I'm going to try and graft some cucumbers onto, like Cat's 50. I'm quite impressed, especially if my cucumbers don't pull through. I might need them as reserves. And I've got this one here. This one's going to be the carving pumpkin, probably. I've got two actually, extra. I might plant them both. One's looking a little bit yellow. It's progress with my potatoes, what I'm going to graft onto. They're doing quite well now. I've put them in this bucket. There's obviously two in here, and one in here. Them two there are the first ones, the big ones that were all really shot and looked really strange and soft, but they've pulled back. And there were some fresh ones I started at the same time. I should hopefully be grafting onto these. I could probably do one now. I might do that later and do a different video on it. I managed to get that fig in, and if I train it laterally along that wall, I should get a 2.5 metre spread on it and 2 metres high, so I'm quite pleased. I dug it out and mended all the soil around it and mulched it up with some stuff what I'd chipped, but it's doing alright. I got the mulberry in as well. I'll show you them, they're nearly ready, artichokes, but I've got a massive ant and aphid problem at the minute as well. I've got to sort them. I'm going to get some borax and try and sort ants because they protect the aphids. This is mulberry. I should be able to train that out as well. Some of this stuff might fall on chainsaw, but again, I can get 2 metres either way on that probably, which would be good. And I'm still going to put my peach in, and if I can train the peach, I'm guessing it'll be easier to protect in winter by wrapping it up basically in fleece if it's trained laterally, like a cordon or a spellier, whatever it is, French word. I want to put beds like this one all in this area for next year as well. And here where my tomatoes are, I'm hoping to do a greenhouse. I made a bit of a mistake there. I should have moved that bed a little bit further that way. But if we can get that out and make a decent greenhouse, follow line at roof and out to that distance, it's about 4 metres. And these are tomatoes. I've got some basil coming here, just filling this up with stuff, which is quite good. These tomatoes are quite green, and these ones are a little bit yellow. I don't know why, so I might have to try and get them some. But I'm quite pleased I'm getting tomatoes on. Can you see them? I'm getting some tomatoes on, and I'm really pleased because these are them F3s from Norway, from Halva, garden in Norway. So I'm really excited what I get here. They're all the same, but from the same bunch of seeds. Don't know what we're going to get. And these are the basil, which I'm going to probably graft onto them some potatoes, because this is a cherry tomato. I've got 2 of these plants, so I'm hoping. I was hoping to get some suckers off it. I might take a growing tip off it and leave one at suckers to grow back up, just to see how I go. Grapes are doing well. Loads of bunches on. What I did with these is I cut all the growing tips off. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And I'll go around it again and trim them back again. Usually this goes right out, like a metre and a half. And covers all that, so I'm going to keep it under control this year and see if grapes do better. They might be sweeter, I hope, but if not, they'll make jam or syrup.